Hello, welcome. This video is for people who care a lot, who have a vision, have a drive, but often find their true north or their compass gets discombobulated by the world around them. This is an invitation to come back to your place of center, and it is an opportunity to reconnect with your inner wisdom, intuition, or really just that drive we have towards what we are meant to do in this life. If you're new here, my name is Danielle. My mission is to help people deepen their connections to self, to others, and to the environment. And this is because I truly believe that our capacity for connection is what helps us drive meaningful change in the world around us. Maybe that's change in our own life, maybe it's change in our communities, or maybe it's change on even greater levels than that. Mindfulness, meditations, finding time to center and ground and reconnect with that quiet that brings us clarity is a big part of bringing forward these changes in a way that is both sustainable to you and your energy, but also in a way that is integrous with your values and with what your vision is actually asking from you. Because all too often we can get caught up in the noise. We can get caught up in the trend of the week on social media or in what the news is saying. And it's not to say that being informed is not meaningful, is not valuable, because it is, because we have to be engaged in the world around us. However, being informed is only helpful if we still have the capacity to act. And in a time where information overload is so common, choosing from a place of sovereignty, from a place of agency, to sit and reconnect with that internal compass is an act of resistance. And it is a part of building a life that can be meaningful for your goals and for your vision. So if that resonates with you, if you're someone who has been looking for this kind of integrated and conscious change management, if you're someone who wants to meet your goals, but wants to meet your goals from a place of balance and integrity, then I invite you to sit with me through this meditation so that you can connect to the inner compass that's within you, so that you can calibrate that compass, so that you can reorient it, so that you know what is your path, your next step forward for your vision. So thank you. And without further ado, let's begin. To begin this meditation, I invite you to simply bring your awareness to your breath. Pay attention to your inhale. Is it soft? Does it feel constricted in any way? And as you exhale, notice if there is a shallowness to this breath. When we are caught up in the daily events of our lives, it is very easy to lose this connection to our breath. We may breathe more shallowly. We may breathe through our mouth. We may breathe quicker. But notice as you bring this gentle awareness to your breath, how it changes. How it softens. And how it deepens. And as you breathe, I invite you to bring this depth of awareness not only into your lungs and your diaphragm, but also to your belly, to your lower abdomen. As you breathe, invite the breath to travel deeper into your body. Allow your inhales and your exhales to lengthen. And as you do, see if you can bring some awareness to where tension or tightness or gripping might exist in your body. This may be your jaw, your brows, can be your neck or your shoulders. You may find yourself curling inward as if to protect your heart. And as you breathe, as you bring your awareness to these places, you may notice a soft expansion already taking place. But you can also invite this softness to settle in more deeply. If you notice your mind being drawn out to to-do lists, to tasks, or to other responsibilities, or perhaps you feel a sense of distraction or rumination about something you heard or read, in this space, we acknowledge that all those thoughts are coming to us because they are important. But we also trust that we will be able to tend to those thoughts and tasks after this session is complete. We trust ourselves, and we trust our awareness and our attention that we will not forget what really matters. Knowing this, I'm going to invite us together to take 3 deep breaths, perhaps the deepest breaths you have taken all day. And with each inhale and each exhale, these thoughts and distractions and stories are going to be given permission to fade away. So together, let's breathe in through our nose. Hold and exhale through our mouths. Breathing in. And as we exhale, we release those thoughts. One last time, in and out. Continue to breathe at a pace that is natural and soft for you. This space we are in is an opportunity to tend to our vision. It is an opportunity to tend to ourself. And here is a reminder, a gentle reminder, that you are worthy of this tending. You have value. Your vision has value. Taking time like this to deepen your sense of clarity is a foundational part of walking the path you are called to walk. If you have not already, I invite you to close or gently lower your eyes. Come back into a space of stillness. Come back into the depth of your body and your inner world. And if you are called, you may want to bring a hand to your heart or to your belly as we continue to breathe in and out. In and out. Through your breath, you begin to feel a weight drawing you back into your body, into your bones. You may feel your hips growing heavier where you sit or perhaps are laying down. Your shoulders drop. And in this space, you are filled with a deep sense of peace. You are safe in this place. You can rest in this place. As you are breathing, you begin to notice or perhaps feel your heart or your belly lighting up. Maybe you can even see this light, and it feels like it's pulling you forward. As you breathe, the tendrils of this light begin to spread through your body, begin to illuminate your internal world. You feel the warmth of this light easing the tension in your muscles. You feel it anchoring into the structure of your bones. This light is what you are called to build or to birth in this world. As you breathe, you settle into the rightness of this light. You settle into the joy of this vision. And you notice this light is forming a cord from your core into the world in front of you, as if this cord of light is drawing you down a path. You cannot see the end of this cord. You do not know where this vision, this purpose is going to take you. But you cannot deny or ignore the pull of this cord on your being. Together, we are only invited to take the first step. That may be all we can see in this moment is that first step. With this lightness, with this pull, this draw forward, I invite you to breathe and let yourself become aware of what this next step is. As you breathe and soften, I invite you to consider what taking this next step actually looks like in your life. As you breathe and as you soften, I invite you to make your commitment to taking that next step towards your vision. This cord of light is always inside you. It is always there to connect to in times of doubt or stress or overwhelm. It is always there to help provide you with clarity for what it looks like to step forward in integrity on your path. As we deepen into gratitude for what this cord of light, this vision has shown us in this session together, I invite you to slowly wiggle your fingers and toes, perhaps shift your shoulders and come back into your body and into the present moment. When you are ready, you may open your eyes. It isn't necessarily enough to have a written plan, because very often a written plan, a strategic plan, a plan to reach our goals cannot anticipate the blocks we might encounter within, let alone the blocks that we might encounter outside of ourselves. This meditation is always here for you. If you have found you are continually encountering barriers or challenges in the face of your vision, this meditation is here to offer you a way to soften, and in that softness to recognize what that path forward actually is asking from you in this moment, because it's not always easy to see and it's not always pushing harder. If you enjoyed this meditation, please let me know in the comments, and if you would like to see more meditations like this, as well as learn more about personal growth and leadership development or community building, feel free to subscribe to my channel. My name is Danielle. Let's make your story a vibrant one.